Okay, take two. Hopefully the audio is good. It'd be unfortunate if it's still jitting around. But I'm not surprised because it just always seems to do this on this game. Alright, the audio sounds good, so Steffi G3 here, and then I have arrived back into Ace Attorney Trilogy. I saved it. I just checked the audio, but excuse me, I gotta check it again because I gotta check it again. Yo. Alright. It's cool. I had to make sure, y'all. October 14th, 2:12:14 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 4. My sis! I could have sworn I heard Mia's voice. She's still alive inside your heart. Nicky boy! Oh, Mr. Wright. Is it true that Detective is the real killer? To be honest, we don't have any definite proof. But he's the only one who could have done it. But wasn't he at the Lordly Taylor that night? Not to mention we don't exactly know his motive. I mean, what would Detective Atmey want to kill Kane Bullard? Oops, it's almost time. Better get back to the courtroom. I need to find some solid proof. And it's gotta happen sooner rather than later. October 14th, 12:21 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 6. Now then, the court is back in session. Mr. Luke Atmey, please take the stand. It's a big nose, buddy. Cooking me? Well, how do you do, sir lawyer? I never would have thought to see you acting so recklessly. I couldn't let them hand down your verdict just yet. Now, not when it would have given you your perfect alibi. An alibi by the name of Nasty Mass. I'm sorry. I'm afraid even a great Luke Atmey has no idea what you mean. Of course I have been in the next courtroom ever since 10 o'clock this morning. I'm afraid there's no way I could know what's been going on in here. You've been in the defendant's seat all day long, correct? Being tried as Nasty Mass? Indeed. It's truly child's play to fool the ignorant masses. Only did the poor fools ask me to protect their valuables. They even gave me a generous reward upon returning their own property to them. Take this red diamond ring and then that sparkles upon my divine finger, for example. So you continue to insist that you are in fact Nasty Mass. Of course. Very well then, Luke Atmey. Let us begin with this simple question. On October 12th, at 1 a.m., Kane Bullard was murdered. Where were you at that time? Of one without knowledge lacks even the knowledge that he should be ashamed of himself. But don't worry, I will not hold it against you, Sir Judge. Thanks? Nah, these two in the courtroom again be cooking me, bro. Alright, Mr. Atmey, the night of the murder, speak. We're all ears. As you wish, Sir Prosecutor. The alibi. I was still in the urn as Nasty Mass, just I announced I would. I had more than enough time to prepare. It was pathetically easy job. A photograph contains no words, but in this case, one turned out to be my witness. The time at which the camera captured Nasty Mass was the same time as the murder. It seems that the main point of discussion would be this photo of the crime scene. Everything else up until now was all part of his plan. There has to be a secret to this picture as well. Even the great Nasty Mass cannot be in two places at once. Now then, if you'll excuse me, I have a verdict to receive. Unfortunately, Mr. Atmey, we still have to do your cross-examination. A fool is too foolish to know that he is a fool. I think you're trying to say that you're full of it, Nate. The only thing that's full of it is his alibi. As many times as he just used fool in that sentence, there was a lot of fine karma in that sentence. So this is his alibi. So this alibi is false? It has to be, or he couldn't have killed Mr. Burlow at KB Security. But I'm not really spotting anything unusual. There are two possibilities. Either the nasty mask in the photo is a fake, or the photo itself is fake. So this photograph is the proof, correct? Indeed it is. And the man in the photo is certainly wearing a mask. That is why I'm called Nasty Mask. But conveniently, that also means that there is no way to tell who this really is. What do you mean? Ha! Are you saying that this is not in fact Luke Atmey? That it could be an accomplice dressed up as Nasty Mask to create an alibi? Oh, what an interesting idea. Are you saying that I, Lone Wolf Luke, had an accomplice? His accomplice would technically be Ron. But I don't know, bro. I don't think he had it. Who else could he have? Yeah, now I'm gonna give this up for now. If Luke Atmey was at KB Security during the murder, then the Nasty Mask in the picture has to be a fake. And there really was an accomplice. Right now, I have no idea who it was. I don't have any idea right now either. Baseless objections are just what that guy wants. There's got to be another way, and I'm going to find it. I believe Adrian Andrews hired you at one point. That's right. That was over 20 days ago, if I'm not mistaken. You sent the calling card to Lily Taylor 10 days before the heist. That would mean you sent out the card after you began your security watch, right? Indeed, there was no reason why I couldn't do both jobs at once. It was the perfect opportunity to steal my latest target. I see. You truly are evil, aren't you? Yes, evil is what I am. Hey Nick, is there something odd about this? Detective Atmey was always proud of his ace detective skills, right? But if the urn was stolen from Lily Taylor while he was the only one watching it, he'd have no way to maintain his perfect ace detective persona. You know, that's true. It is kind of odd. So by photograph, you mean this piece of evidence here, is that correct? Indeed it is. That is it. That is it. The very thing that proves I committed the crime. The very thing that proves you committed the crime. When you think about it, it's really odd. You say that almost as if you had this picture taken on purpose. He was simply caught by the very camera that he had set up. We all have days like that. Indeed, it turned out that there was no such thing as the perfect crime after all. Life is truly an ironic thing, a sad blue melody. It looks like I'd better gather more information for now. If he's truly the killer, there's gotta be something phony in that photo. I bought the camera that took this photograph. Oh, come on. Oh, come now. It's all too clear what you're thinking. Huh? You think I altered the timestamp on the photograph, don't you? I'm afraid that's impossible. The camera was set up by Lily Taylor, and on top of that, it was Lily Taylor's staff that printed that picture's data. Unfortunately for the defense, there's no way the picture could have been altered. You see, looks like I'd better find something else that could be suspicious. So he would have to have an accomplice, but who? Who else could it be besides Ron, bro? I don't know, man. It don't make sense. Surely you understand by now. There's no way I could have tampered with it. That means I could not have killed Kane Bullard unless I had an accomplice. Come on, think long and hard about that night. The basement warehouse and this picture that supposedly captured it. It's got to be here. Isn't there something funny about this picture? It has to be something weird about this picture, bro. It has to be. We could always really come back to this if we pick the wrong thing, though. So, I mean, yeah, we do it. There gotta be something wrong. Are you implying that this picture is a fake? You bet I am. There's definitely something strange about this picture. We took a walk around the basement warehouse that night before the thief took place. Before the theft. And there's something in this photo that doesn't match my memory of that night. Very well. Then let's hear what you have to say. What about this photograph do you find funny? It would have to be this, right? I think I understand it now. Bro, the box. There's nothing on the box. There's nothing on the box. So this is definitely a fake because it'd be paint on this box. And the print is already here already. Because Andrew's... Wow. The funny part is right here. Why this? This is a blood stain. Ah, blood. Now this case is getting interesting. Not exactly. This stain is actually pink paint. Oh, just paint? And peach color like that. From blood to peaches. This judge sure loves going on this wild tangent. The problem with the photograph is not the paint. The problem is when you consider the layout of the basement warehouse, it turns out that something that should be there is nowhere to be seen. Well, Mr. Wright? What is supposed to be in this picture instead of the paint stain? As you say, the statue. The supervisor of the treasure stated the following. Well, there's a good reason for that on the day of the crime around noon. That golden statue just happened to arrive from the mountain turning hall. I realized that the statue would be the perfect side for covering up the paint stains. That's why I put it where you first saw it. I myself was there the night that took place, and saw the statue in that spot. If this picture was truly taken on that night, then that statue should have been there. But when I went there the days after the theft, that statue of the old bag was sitting in the corner. Perhaps it was somehow pushed there accidentally. Your Honor, this statue is slightly larger than yourself and quite heavy. I would take more than the accidental push to move it that distance. Ha! In that case, you prove it. Can you give us the rhyme and reason as to why that statue was moved that night? Can you do it then? Never mind, you moved it. The real question is, why did they move it? Well, Mr. Wright, I hope you are prepared with your answer. Now then, who was the one that moved the golden statue on the night of the crime? It would have to be him. Andrew's wouldn't have moved it. The only one that was there was him. It would have to be him. The one who moved the statue is none other than Luke Atmey. Come now, sir lawyer. There you go again, one of your strange illusions. Mr. Wright, what basis do you have for your strange illusion? It's very simple. The witness was the only one in the basement warehouse that night. That is indeed very simple, however. Why would I want to move a heavy golden statue? The reason for moving a golden statue, here's where our battle really begins. Well, Mr. Wright, what reason did the witness have to move that statue? The reason can be found here in this photograph. Look at me, you pretended to be Master Nash to create an alibi by showing you were accurately tailored that night. But this photograph contains a single fatal flaw. If the statue had been there, your lie would be exposed like cheap film at the drugstore. at a drugstore. That is why you had to move the statue. A single fatal flaw. Interesting theory. Please enlighten us. Just where in this picture does the lie exist? Look at the time. I just noticed. Look at the time up there. It say 58. It would like it like it would be the time, because it's like, I mean, obviously the paint is there and all that, so it would have to be the time. The time is off. Naturally, the lie in this photo is the timestamp. What do you mean? I'll tell you exactly what I mean. On the night in question, Luke Atmey went to KB security and murdered Kane Bullock. Therefore, it's obvious. It would have been impossible for him to have been at Lily Taylor at this time. What does that have to do with the statue being moved? Remember, if you will, Your Honor, when was this statue placed beside the warehouse door? Well, the statue was taken down to the warehouse on the day of the crime, and it was placed there in order to cover up the paint. Exactly. Luke Atmey had already decided on the time when he was going to kill the victim. And so, in order to create an alibi for that time, he took this picture days before the murder took place. But what the? Of course, the statue hadn't yet been brought down to the basement warehouse yet. So on the day of the crime, Mr. Atmey must have been quite nervous. As nervous as a long-tailed cat in a rocking chair factory, so to speak. Why? Because something that wasn't supposed to be there had been brought down in a place where it wasn't supposed to be. And that is why Luke Atmey had to move the statue on the night of the murder. He did it to make room, make the room match with the way it had been in his photo. Gua! Order. Mr. Atmey, is this true? One moment, Your Honor. Have you forgotten this? What's that? The data for the basement warehouse computer. According to this, the camera did indeed go off on the night of the crime. It's true that the camera had been set up by the Lily Taylor staff. However, the program used to manage that data was yours. That alone would have allowed you to tamper with the data. Order. Mr. Gora, what is the meaning of this? Look at him, bro. He just be cooking me, bro. Absolutely cooking me, man. Gora, I warned you about making me wait. Now put that coffee down. My 11th cup. I've promised to drink no more than 17 during the trial, which means I'm still good to the last drop. However, the defense have a very good point. A good point? So what? We're all but travelers on a road of infinite points. Bro, what you this be yapping about? This just be yapping. Like, he don't even know what he do. He even think before he say what he about to say? He just be talking. I think he's got his points mixed up with his other points. So you say this photograph was taken ahead of time, and that the statue was moved in order to make it match. That's a very interesting idea, however, there's one point that can't be denied, which is, put the coffee down, bro. That's only a possibility. Men that are trapped by the chains of maybe can never reach their dreams. That's very true. No way, don't fall for that, Your Honor. Hey, Mr. Damas. Yes? If there's no funny business in your action as man Damas, there should be no problem with you telling us your strategy. So let's hear it. Yes, please provide the script with your testimony about your plan to steal the sacred urn. The sacred urn heist. I first received the request from Lily Taylor about 20 days ago. The urn was placed in a box in Xavier. It was then sent to the warehouse. Hence, I was actually unable to see the urn for myself until the day of the crime. It was an extremely valuable treasure, so I sent my card 10 days beforehand. And then I handled security by myself to ensure that my crime would go smoothly. At last, I held the urn in my hands for the first time at 1 a.m. on October 12th. That's pretty much all the stuff we heard before, isn't it? Yeah, but we will find that you've hidden in the nuggets of new information he gave. Witness, you are sure there are no mistakes this time? Xavier. Very well then, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Alright, you gonna speed run past this. Not a lot to go on, is there? The detective's been covering his tracks. There's only one thing we need to prove in this cross-examination. That he took this photo well before the actual night of the crime. Alright then, how do we do that? There's one thing that Atmey stated very clearly. That he had never seen an urn before he stole it. You need to prove that he's lying. Actually, alright, hold on. I'm about to check my audio. Let's see if it's still cool. Yeah. Alright, it's still cool. You were asked to guard the urn by Miss Adrian Andrews, is that right? Indeed. It seemed that they had heard of my Zevriarchy. Bro, what? That's not even a word. Is that a word? Part of my Zevriarchy reputation. I see Miss Andrews is still attracting the weirdos. You better watch out too, Maya. You mean this box? Yes, that pathetic box. Lady Andrews was especially taken with that urn. She wouldn't let anyone enter the storeroom, not even me. Huh? Interesting new tidbit. So you're sure that you had never seen the urn before? Indeed. You may ask Lady Andrews to confirm for yourself. My security was focused entirely on the entrance to that warehouse. However, Luke Atmey, let no information whatsoever slip through my fingers. You mean this calling card? That's right. That is, without a doubt, my calling card. I guess Mr. DeLay didn't make this after all. Of course, because Atmey knew about the emblem. Making this card authentic would have been child's play for him. Then no one entered the basement warehouse. Unfortunately, there were many different treasures being taken there. Thus, for a period of approximately 5 days, people were indeed going in and out of the warehouse. And this is the photo that proves that. Huh? Indeed. To be honest, even if a photo was taken, I didn't think it would have mattered terribly much. Hey Nick, if this photo is fake, Detective Atmey might have stolen the urn whenever this was taken. That's true. You know he's been saying that he never saw the urn until that night. If we can prove that he's lying there, we can wrap this up and put a bow on it. I need to take a good hard look at the court record. Nah, there's something off about that. What could it be though? Security overload will become into Berlin, the most priceless regular art. explain your treasure green exhibit. It has to be this. Cause I don't want it wouldn't be nothing else here, bro. It would have to be that. If we're wrong, we're wrong. But we going, gotta be that. Mr. Atmey, if you really are Nasty Mad, you also wrote this calling card, correct? But of course. Is there a problem with that calling card? Allow me to read a passage from the calling card that Nasty Mad had written. Take good care of the speckled urn. Now the speckled here surely refers to this pink patterning on the sacred urn. Yes, that is true. But so what? The truth be told, there is no way that Nasty Mask could have known about this pattern. What do you mean? This pink spotted patterning on the urn is actually more than paint stains. Paint stains? And these stains did not appear until after the urn had been taken alertly tailored. I'm not finding this joke to be funny, Mr. Trite. The day that the sacred urn was taken to the warehouse, the urn was broken due to a human error, or should I say, an error-prone human. And that's when the pink paint got on the urn. You can't be serious. And yet this calling card clearly mentions the pink pattern, which means Detective Atmey had seen this urn long before the crime ever took place. In fact, he saw it when the fake photo was taken. Because this photo is a fake. Your alibi for the night of the murder no longer holds water. Ah. 40 minutes live. Witness, do you have anything to say for yourself? Alright, that did it. He's broken. Nick, I think it's still a little early for a victory pose. Huh? Bruh. Why you just... Ha! It's so sad. No one has any conviction these days. Conviction, you said? Yesterday, we all decided anonymously that this man was Nasty Mad. And now we're calling him the murderer. You don't think we're being a tad fickle? That's a good point. No way, don't fall for that too, Your Honor. You say that Luke Atmey was the one who killed King Bullard. Now let me ask you this, why would he do that? An excellent point. Motive, Mr. Wright. Motive. Might you my merry murderous motive manifest? Nicky's getting his second win! If he is prepared an alibi and pinned his crime on Ron Delight, as you say, he must have had a very strong motive for murder. The only one with any motive we've seen is Ron Delight. Isn't that right, Detective? Indeed, according to my own research, the boy's motive is clear. Without a motive, it's nearly impossible to prove guilt in a murder case. Now then, maybe you can enlighten us of what the defendant's motives were. I'd be honored to, your sir, old-timer. They're doing everything they can to make Ron look suspicious. Despite our lack of hard information, this may be our only chance. Motive for murder. Hi, Luke Atmey had no points of contact with the victim whatsoever. King Bullard decided to investigate Master Mask and simply mistook who he was. It was Mr. Burlett who wrote the blackmail letter and sent it to Ron Delight. And it was, again, Mr. Burlett who harbored a grudge against Mr. Delight for his betrayal. Mr. Burlett's mistake is quite inexcusable. The defendant truly believes he is Master Mask. That is why Mr. Delight saw it fit to kill King Bullard. Truly a tragedy. So the victim, King Bullard, blackmailed the defendant. This is the blackmail letter found in the defendant's apartment. A handwriting test confirms that Mr. Burlett was indeed the one who wrote the letter. What? Very well, Mr. Wright. Begin your cross-examination. Motive for murder. Alright. So you're going to try to connect Detective Atmey to Mr. Burlett, right? Yeah, that's right. Hopefully it won't require surgery either. In that case, you'll have to talk about the blackmail. That's true. That blackmail letter really intended for Ron? If we don't have enough information, you should press him for more testimony. Maybe I'll be able to shake some contradictions loose that way. And who in the world is going to prove that? I will. After doing a thorough background check of Detective Atmey and Kane Bullard, we were unable to find any links between them. It's all on the report. Perhaps they were connected through their work. They were both involved in security. Nope. That was blunt. In any case, the only one with the motive was Mr. Delight. Mistook. That's right, mistook from the Old Norse mistaka, meaning to take an error. That wasn't what I meant. Just who did the victim mistake Nasty Mass to be? Why, the answer is obvious. Ron Delight, of course. Boy, I'd like to wipe that smug look off this guy's face. Why would the victim mistake the defendant for Nasty Mass? Don't you already know that? Xavier, take a look at this newspaper. Oh, that's the famous Tear of Atmey, a magnificent jewel. The photo shows a magnificent detective as well, doesn't it not? Does it not? Furthermore, it also shows an ugly guard, namely the defendant. The defendant? The victim clearly misread the article in Xavier. He got the wrong impression. The impression that this ugly security guard was in fact Nasty Mass. I see. That was a usually reasonable deduction. You mean this blackmail letter right here? It says bring 50,000. And the handwriting is without a doubt the victim's. There's no mistake, we have an official report to prove it. But I don't see an address in this letter anywhere. An address? This letter was discovered in Ron Delight's department. Did I just say department? Apartment, and Mr. Delight didn't show up at the designated place in time. The fact that there is no addressee is irrelevant. I wonder. What's up, Pete? I just had a thought. What if that blackmail letter wasn't meant for Mr. Delight? Whoa! Do you have any evidence for that? For some reason, I just can't shake the feeling that there's something not quite right about this blackmail letter. Well, everyone, are you quite satisfied? What do you mean by that? Oh my, it was certain you were already aware. I was certain you were already aware. Xavier. KB Security has a lot of security and info on all sorts of companies. And since I was a security team chief, I stole data from the company. Kane Burlett had yet to forgive young Mr. Delight, which is why he sent him that letter upon mistakenly believing he was a thief. Here is a file that we discovered in Mr. Burlett's office. Evidence that Mr. Burlett was receiving money through blackmail. However, isn't this a bit odd? Why did the defendant pay Mr. Burlett the money, even though he wasn't actually Nasty Mass? On the point, there was an unfortunate bit of chance. Do you really think that story is going to hold up? The assertion is not merely in my own, I'm afraid. What do you mean? I have here a memo from Ron Delight's wife, Desiree Delight. Ronnie thinks he is Nasty Mass. Don't you feel sorry for him? Please don't think too badly of him. Was he trying to do hello, Mr. Trite? Was he trying to act like Miss Delight just now? I thought he was actually pretty convincing. Bro. No way he drunk coffee and then decided to just... alright. He just be cooking me, man. Now that's just your imagination talking. Come now, Sir Lawyer. I'm afraid imagination is the right word for it. This is a deduction, the result of carefully applied reasoning.
Do we hear the careful reasoning for ourselves?
It's a long story, and better saved for another time.
Very well, another time.
Those so-called long stories aren't usually that long, at least not in my experience. Alright. So it's definitely this. This is the odd one. Cause it don't make sense. It really don't. Like this is prom evidence right here. It says if you don't want your true identity revealed to the world, come to KB Security at 1 a.m. on October 12th and bring 50,000. If you don't, I'll take that red diamond you received the other day instead. Nasty, Ron don't have a red diamond. The red diamond is literally on your hand, bro. Mind if I ask you a few questions, Detective Atmey? Well, if it's just a few, I guess it's alright. You said this letter was addressed to Ron Delight. I couldn't help but notice one major contradiction. Excuse me. I couldn't help but notice one major contradiction. Contradiction? I don't know where a walking contradiction like you gets off saying things like that. You're one to talk. At times like these, men are made to express themselves with their fists. Why don't you show us what you've got there, Junior?
Indeed, time to man up, Mr. Wright.
Well, show us the contradiction evidence in the content of the blackmail letter. Bruh. It would have to be this. Because he mentioned the red rain. Ron, like, it has to be that. Take a good look at this newspaper clipping. It contains a picture of the Tear of Ammonon, the stolen jewel.
What about it?
The problem is this jewel's color. Color? I'm not much for discussing color myself. According to the clipping, the color of the stolen jewel was blue. However, in the blackmail letter, a totally different jewel is mentioned. I'll take that red diamond you received the other day.
Red?
Which means the red diamond described in a blackmail letter is not the Tear of Ammonon that Nasty Mask stole at all. And your point is, Mr. Trite? So you are trying to say that the blackmail letter was intended for someone else? Is that what you're trying to say, right, Trite?
That is what you're trying to say, right, Mr. Wright?
Well, is that what you're trying to say, right, Nick? Yes. Why did everybody This is who Kane Bullet was actually blackmailing. Obviously. Naturally. It was you, Detective Atmey. Do you have some sort of basis for that claim? You have been personally involved in every single Nasty Mask case. And in that last case, you recovered what was stolen. And received the jewel as your reward. A jewel? Probably the one wrapped conspicuously around your finger. That red diamond ring. This is the diamond referred to in the letter, which means that Kane Bullard wrote that letter in order to blackmail you.
Order in the court. What do I say?
It seems you've gone too far with your childish pranks, Mr. Trite. Uh-oh, I don't like the way you said that. Kane Bullard blackmailing Luke Atmey? Are you for real? Yes, I am. Hey, come on, stand up to him. Then answer me this. The blackmail letter contains the following passage. If you don't want your identity revealed to the world,
Yes, it certainly does.
Kane Bullet threatened to name Luke Atmey's identity public knowledge. An identity he wanted to keep a secret. So just what was that identity? Atmey killed Kane Bullet because he was afraid of his secret becoming known. What was the identity he wanted to keep secret? This is what it all comes down to, Nick. The identity that Luke Atmey wanted to so desperately keep secret was his identity as a blackmailer, Nasty Mass, and ace detective. I feel like obviously it would have to be a blackmailer. Because like when you really think about it, Luke was blackmailing Ron, and then Kane Bullard was trying to blackmail Luke. So Luke Atmey was a blackmailer.
Objection!
Hey now, isn't that a little different from what you've been saying? You said that Kane Bullard was the one blackmailing Luke Atmey. Are you saying that Atmey was blackmailing someone else on top of that? Oh, you have to admit, that does sound a little odd. It's not odd, it's the only thing that makes any sense. Kane Bullard was blackmailing Luke Atmey. But Ron DeLight was also being blackmailed by a certain someone. So did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident? Yes, just a few days after the Terror Avenue heist. After that, I started getting the plans in the mail. I received the plan from some very kind person. Incredibly detailed plans.
Detailed plans?
In which case, that would mean that Ron DeLight was actually Nasty Mad. That is what we are claiming. Someone else came up with the plans and had Mr. DeLight steal his target for him. And that someone was none other than Luke Atmey. Silence! Now I see. It's all becoming clear. What is? When you were in grade school, you received the same report card every year. Careless, with a tendency to jump conclusions. Am I wrong? How did you... You say that I, Luke Atmey, was blackmailing Ron DeLight. In which case I would naturally know all about his relations to Nasty Mad. Well, yes. Ron DeLight started receiving plans from his second crime onward, correct? Which means I learned of his identity when he committed that first crime.
Good point, you certainly did not blackmail the mother line.
In that case, let's see some hot, bitter evidence. During the first crime, did Luke Atmey know that Ron DeLight was Nasty Mass? What was Ron? I forgot. Wait, what? Wasn't this? Where's that picture at? No, that's not it. Where's that picture at, bro? Wasn't this Ron's first heist? To my memory? It had to be. It had to be. I think I see it. See what? When you were in grade school, you received the same report card every year. Gets into lots of mischief trying to be the center of attention. What do you mean? This newspaper clipping. It has a picture of you and Ron DeLight in his yard uniform. It seems that Nasty Mass didn't just disappear into thin air. He just took off his outfit and hid in the bucket.
That sounds far too stupid to be true.
Correct. Oh man, been a while since I did that. And y'all in the mid-vid, bro. It's always on this too. It's always correct. With tricks like that, he couldn't fool a baby, let alone an ace detective. And that's when you figured it out, Mr. Atmey. That's when you learned that under his mask, Nasty Mass was really Ron DeLight. What the? Wasn't he supposed to be Nasty Mass? Not only that, it looks like he wasn't even ace detective. I can't believe it. He was just a slimy blackmailer. What a fraud, trying to pass himself off as an ace detective. Oh yeah. You a fraud. Why you? How dare you expose me like that? Why I mean, I've never blackmailed anyone in my life. I'm a famous and proud ace detective and also nasty man. Why can't you understand that? I'm afraid you are neither a proud thief nor an ace detective. You're a blackmailer and a murderer. That is your true identity. Why you? How dare you? What? Yourself with those big
He's rambling.
Huh? Bro, you losing his mind.
Bro. It seems we finally arrived at a real answer.
That was quite a performance by Mr. Atmey.
Bowers, please prepare yourself for Mr. Atmey.
The hammer that strikes too fast has no time to aim.
What do you mean? I'm already prepared to deliver my rule.
Allow me to say one thing. I will be the one to judge. What? You don't get much more in your face than that. It appears that your claws weren't quite sharp enough, Mr. Trite. What do you... It's true that you've proven a lot of things. Things like Lou Atmey was a filthy blackmailer. And that he wasn't a lordly tailor. And lordly tailor denied the murder. That's right. That's why he was the one who killed Mr. Bull. But there's still one thing you have yet to prove.
What's that?
Just because he wasn't at the warehouse doesn't mean he was at the murder scene. Therefore, if you can't prove that this pitiful excuse for a man was at KB security, then I don't see how a verdict can be delivered. No way!
Order in this court. Well, Mr. Wright?
This is it. This is the final round. I've got to prove that Atmey was at Mr. Bullett's office on that night. But can you really prove that? That's long enough, Mr. Trite. I wanted to hear your answer. That night, Luke Atmey was at KB security in the defense. What can really be used here? Because he definitely had to be... Was it that? I don't think... I don't think we got anything to prove that. Like, I don't see anything that will prove that he, you know. Yeah, y'all, I'm kind of stuck here. I don't think we can prove it. Like, we don't have no information at all. We can't really prove it. I can't prove it. This is a thing. But if we hear more of Detective Atmey's testimony, unfortunately, that's as far as you go, Mr. Trite. But what do you mean? I won't allow for any more testimonies, that's what I mean. What? Have you forgotten? Luke Atmey is here after we interrupted his own trial, and you have failed to prove that he committed the murder. I think it's time for this witness to return to his own trial and face his guilty verdict as masked man. No. Well now, Sir Lawyer, it seems that love wins all in the end after all. I am an ace detective as well as Nasty Man, so my brother will verify that. This is Rhonda Light's will verified that he is the true murderer. I declare that with full force of my ace detectiveness. Nah, bro. It gotta be something. We can't let this man get away with this.
Order in the court. That's enough deliberation over with.
I can't believe this. At this rate, Ron is...
Don't give up now, Nick. We still have tomorrow. We can look for more evidence in...
By then, it'll be too late.
Huh? Why?
Double jeopardy. One of the basic rules of any court of law.
Double jeopardy?
Such defendant be tried and found innocent in court. A defendant cannot be tried again for the same crime. This is a fundamental rule of all courts, and it applies to the witness as much as it applies to anyone else.
Mr. Atmey will be found guilty in a matter of minutes. Guilty as masked mass, which means
he will be innocent as far as the murder of Cam Bullitt is concerned.
No way!
The fact that you were unable to prove Mr. Atmey's guilt of that crime here means that he will never again be tried as Cam Bullitt's murderer. You...
No way, bro. Objection? Oh, damn. There you go, he in that pose again. That stressful pose. There's nothing. There's nothing I can possibly do to win. Even if Ron is proclaimed to be innocent, the real killer, Luke Atmey, will go free.
You have cross-examined every state the witness has made here today, and as long as there is no more testimony, I'm afraid I have to declare that there will be no further questioning of this witness. Are there any objections?
Bro, no way. Look at bro, that's like his 30th cup of coffee.
And I hereby end the cross-examination of Luke Atmey.
No, whoa. I think I see it.
Your Honor,
when you were a child, this is what was on your report card every year. As poor hearing and often makes mistakes as a result.
How did you?
Phoenix, raise your head up high. Have you forgotten what I used to tell you? A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. That voice. No way. Long time no see, Phoenix. Mia. This is true. This is the true power of the Korean channeling technique. I know that it's really Maya who's standing before me. But right now, she's my mentor, Mia Fey. Now, let's do this. But there's nothing more we can do, Mia. Without any more testimony, I can't cross-examine. Not yet. The testimony's not over yet. What do you mean, Your Honor? Just now you said something very interesting. You have cross-examined every statement the witness has made here today.
Yes, that's true, but...
Unfortunately, Your Honor, you're forgetting something. Earlier, after the last cross-examination, this witness made a number of remarks. Well now, Sir Lawyer, it seems that love wins out in the end after all. I am the ace detective, as well as Nasty Mask. My verdict will verify that. This is Ron the Light to verify that he's the true murderer. I declare that with the full force of my ace detectiveness.
Yes, but these comments appear to have no importance whatsoever.
Very well, then we shall prove their importance via cross-examination. At any rate, as long as the witness had made these remarks, we, the defense, assert our rights to question them. Is that alright with you, prosecutor?
Is something the matter, Mr. Goda?
Nothing. Why was he, stunned like that? What was that? Or, Sir Lawyer, it looks like you're one step too late. If you think such falsehood would do anything to me, look at... Let's hear it. Huh? It's true that the witness made some remarks. So then, let's hear this last bit of cross-examination. Mr. Goda, what are you...
Very well then, Mr. Atmey. I'm going to allow the defense to cross-examine your earlier remarks.
The defense would like to hear why you declared the defendant to be the true murderer.
So please, give us one last bit of testimony.
Phoenix, this is it. This is our absolute last chance. Yes, Chief. The last testimony. Indeed, it is true that I was not at Lord Taylor. I had to leave to see about another vitally important job request. I had known about the day beforehand, so I had his paragraph ready. My brilliant deduction was what informed me that the true culprit was Ron the Light. And thanks to the keycard and wallet, it was abundantly clear that he was there. I was also able to make a deduction from the buzzer, which only sounded once. The button did not have any fingerprints on it. Why? The victim would have left prints if he sounded it, which means the killer sounded it. Mr. Delight was wearing his Master Mask outfit, which is why he left no prints. In the blackmail letter, the victim likely just mistook the color of the jewel. Daviar. Therefore, all the evidence points to that poor boy. That just seems like a lotto. Cause like, why? What would be the reasoning for him to murder, Bullard, and then sound the alarm if he the killer? It don't make sense. Like it don't make sense, bro. The testimony actually seems to hold up pretty well.
The witness' earlier remarks did not appear to have been hastily prepared. All of his points have been explained, and none of them seem to contradict anything.
But of course.
But how did you know about the emergency buzzer? The police investigation documents went directly through me, and I'll always look over all the documents. It's elementary, Sir Lawyer.
Sure. Are you going to make even more trouble for us now, Sir Lawyer?
I will not allow any of your usual shenanigans, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
We cannot postpone Luke Atmey's trial any longer. This is your last chance.
Hang on a second, just one chance? Ha! It seems that the party's about to begin. Well, Phoenix, there isn't any evidence that contradicts with that testimony, so it would seem. What do you mean, so it would seem? Listen, Phoenix, pointing out contradictions doesn't always mean you have to present evidence, does it? At any rate, this is our last chance. If you can't point out a case-breaking contradiction, you lose. That's all there is to it. Cup number 17, the last cup. It seems like the time has come to put an end to this trial. But I have to find a fatal contradiction in this testimony, and I need to point it out without presenting evidence. Which means all I can do is find the contradiction remark impressive. Remember, you only get one chance.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Please begin your final cross-examination.
You don't know how we go through it first. I know. This cross-examination is the only chance I have to nail him. Somewhere there's a huge contradiction and I've got to find it. As far as I can see, there's no evidence that contradicts his testimony. All you can do is press him, and you only get one shot. Mr. Atmey, about this last remark. You still don't get it, do you, Tribute? This isn't the time to be pressing a witness on every little statement. What? I said this before. There's still one thing you haven't proven. That this scum was in King Bullard's office that night. And now, it's time for you to drink my last cup. Bro, why he chugging that drum, Mr. Wright?
I will hold you at...
Oh! Bro, are you sick? Nah, bro. I gotta start over? Bro. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. I gotta start over, bro. I gotta start from the beginning? You can't be serious. Nah, man. Nah, bro. I didn't expect. You can't. You just. This is because of me, bro. You can't just go. You can't just go with the information either, bro. I may have to actually like press him all over again. Crazy. But that mean I'm gonna have to go point out every, like, bro, I can't believe it, bro. I really can't believe it. Like, bro. That just cooked me. Oh. Legit just cooked me, bro.
Objection.
You gotta watch and look at these animations again. Watch him drink his coffee like 30 times. You gotta press him again here. Okay, speed it up, speed it up, speed it up. Speed it up. I really can't believe what just happened, y'all. Wait, what's... Just really fried me, man.
Objection.
I really gotta speed run this whole little situation. Like, I can't believe, I'm really still stunned, bro. It's kind of crazy how fast you can get through things and you actually know what's gonna happen. Like, bro, I feel like this joint still would have been an hour long before I actually got finished the episode, but I'm glad skipping text is a feature in this game, bro. Cause like, you can imagine if I just had to tap A to like everything. Hurry up with that coffee drinking you doing, bro. Okay. Go ahead and press everything he do. Bruh. Oh, wait. I forgot how short these is. He doesn't really say much in this. I forgot, like, it literally just didn't happen, like, not too long. I feel like it felt like so long ago, though. I really gotta lock in, y'all. I just really don't even know what to say at this point. I really don't. Andrews really is clumsy though. Like, how she? Was it really that hard for you to not break the urn, bro? How do you really just? She always getting caught doing something for real. Bro, he really be having all this look on his face like. Bro, I can't even I can't get over that big old bump outside his face. Like, that joint is huge. My lord, it's just, that joint is huge, bro. I hate the fact that you just can't present the evidence, bro. You really gotta do what you did. Repeat, like, you really gotta repeat it, bro. Alright, we don't really, I feel like we don't really need to go any further after that, because we know. Or the content. What did, show us the contradiction evidence in the content of the Black Knight letter. Did I tap the letter again? I honestly forgot. Did I tap the letter again, bro? I think you do, right? Oh wait, no. Right, tap on him, actually. Oh wait, no, it wasn't him? Bro. Wait, bro. Wait, what was it, bro? Bro. Maybe. Maybe we do need to go through all of these, bro. Cause I could have swear it was that, bro. I know I'm not tripping. What did I? I just remember it was the newspaper clipping, not Luke Atmey. I'm asleep. I'm sitting there about to lose, but I done forgot. I can't really believe I gotta do this over again. I can't believe Buddy really drunk 17 cups of coffee in this one trial alone. The blackmailer, obviously.
Objection.
He's just a dirty blackmailer. A filthy, dirty blackmailer. What are you doing all that? You guilty, bro. Why did everybody start doing a rebuttal of what he said, bro? Alright, man.
Objection.
We gotta be careful here, bro. We gotta do this carefully, bro, because I'm not doing it, bro. I'm not. Could you imagine if I just didn't save? If I just never saved when it said to be continued? Like, they just never give you an option? Like, it made you stop and all that? You can't prove it.
Objection.
It didn't really take us long to get back here, did it? I really made that. Like, if I was actually in the situation right there, it would have been GG's for Ron, bro. I picked the wrong decision. He would have just been found guilty. That's insane to think about. Is it not? Like, isn't that insane? Alright, Mia, bro. We got locked in. You gotta actually read this song, bro. Just in case I accidentally make a mistake, bro. I'm gonna save it this time. You know, I'm not about to put myself in this situation again. Alright, indeed, it is that I was at Lily Taylor. Bro, hurry it up, bro. Hurry it up. It's time to go. You only got one shot. An opportunity. Do not make your chance to blow. This has to be it. It's between this and this, bro. It gotta, nah, cause this still don't make sense though. Cause why would he sound the alarm? Hey, we get multiple chances. Oh, look, it didn't disappear, so we must be cool. Mr. Atmey, about this last remark.
Objection.
You still don't get it, do you, Trite? This isn't the time to be pressing the witness on every little statement. I'm afraid you're the one who still doesn't get it, Mr. Godot. What? Mr. Atmey, it seems you have finally admitted that you were in the CEO's office on the night of the murder. How can you say that? Let's review your testimony, shall we, Mr. Atmey? The button did not have any fingerprints on it. Why? Mr. Light was wearing his nasty mask outfit, is that correct? Indeed, that's what I said. My deductions are absolutely foolproof. More like your deduction proved that you're a fool. I'm sorry? Whatever do you mean? For some reason, I'm starting to get really thirsty. When exactly did we learn the fact that Rhonda Light was dressed as Nasty Mask when he went to the scene of the crime? It was just a few hours ago, back when my sixth cup was looking at me with a cold stare. Huh? Oh, did I forget to mention it before? Sorry, I just never had a chance to mention it up until now. That's right, the defendant had yet to tell anyone else this fact about this morning. Therefore, the only people who should know this are those who have been watching this trial. Do you understand now, Detective Atmey? There's no way that you should have known about that. You were in the next courtroom. You were in the next courtroom being tried as Nasty Mask. So then enlighten us. Just how did you know about that picture, that piece of information? Well, come on. This detective must have known about it. He probably had plenty of chances to find out beforehand. And it's those chances that I want to discuss next. That night, Mr. Delight was wearing his Nasty Mask outfit. There's one and only one way for Detective Atmey to have found that out. One way, you'd say. Please recall, if you will, Mr. Delight's testimony. When I entered the office, there was a suspicious shadow there. For a second, my client witnessed a real killer. But Mr. Delight never saw his attacker, so therefore there's no way to tell whether or not the real killer was Luke Atmey. It's with that statement that I'll turn this case on its head. Just what are you implying? Mr. Delight saw the real killer, correct? Now, if you turn that statement around, it stands to reason that the real killer had also seen Ron Delight. Impossible. Detective Atmey, you saw Nasty Man at the murder scene that night. You saw him when you killed Kane Bullard and assaulted Ron Delight. That was the only way you could have known what Ron was wearing. Whoa, what is happening? Bro, hold on. Is he powering up? This charging up. Bro. Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown. Nah, that's the same one you gave yesterday. But I think there's a little more meaning behind it this time. Nah, bro. Buddy really a psychopath, bro. He need to be locked up.
An awfully complicated incident. Kane Bullard was blackmailing Luke Atmey, who was in turn blackmailing Ron Delight. And upon killing his blackmailer, Luke Atmey tried to frame Ron Delight, who then claimed to be guilty as Nasty Mask in order to escape his true crime. And to that end, he came up with his plan. He used a double jeopardy rule when making his alibi. At any rate, it would seem we finally found the truth.
Excuse me.
I came to perversely close up mention the record of an innocent young man, and mention him with the title of murderer.
Don't ignore me!
Oh, I didn't realize you were there.
Why wouldn't he be? About the verdict.
I know. You never committed any murder.
That's right. I'm so glad you understand that, but I really am Nasty Mask. So thanks to that trial yesterday, I'm innocent now, right? What was it you said? Double jeopardy?
Now that you mention it, I've been careless.
Careless? What do you think, Mia? As the defendant says, the rule of double jeopardy is absolute. A defendant can never be tried twice for a crime in which he was once found innocent. Then, Nasty Mass is really innocent. It would seem so. For now. For now? Then this court finds the defendant not guilty. Yeah, show her. Clap it up, yo, clap it up. Clap it up. First try. We need to do it again. Boy, this is really lucky. Wait, this isn't so good after all. You see, the thing is, I still am nasty man. For October 14th, 3:35 p.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 4. You did it. Sheesh, Mia. That's crazy. Thanks, Mia. It's been a long time, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because Maya doesn't call on me much these days. Oh? I'm just joking, Phoenix. Don't take everything so seriously. But on the other hand, Maya, she seems kind of torn these days. You mean about becoming the master of the crane channeling school? Becoming the master means saying goodbye to our mother, Misty Faye, right? Watch over her, will you, Phoenix? Of course. Well then, see you around. Jeez, Mia. Yeah. Ah, Mr. Wright. I don't know what to say. Congratulations, Mr. Delight. Thank you so much. No, wait. Nothing really matters anymore, though, now that all of this has happened.
Come on, just be happy already.
Maya.
Been cleared of all the murder charges and got off as Master Boo.
But in exchange, I lost everything.
Huh? What do you mean?
Stealing security information from KB Security to become a Master Mass. I did it all for one reason, for her. I mean your wife. That's alright. She hates criminals more than anything. I'm gonna think of it, she was once held hostage by some robbers, wasn't she? She always said how she hates sneaky criminals. I knew that, but once I got fired from KB Security and lost all the money I had, she wouldn't have any reason to stay with me. I thought she would leave me for sure. So that's why you became Nasty Man. Yes, but it's all over now. A broken bowl can never be put back together.
That's not true, right there?
Right. Really? Can we go back to the way things were?
You'll be fine and they can prove it.
I can? I kinda wish you would check with me first. They really be doing this, Mr. Light. Even if a bowl is broken, there is always a way to put it back together. It be cooking me, bro. It would have to be the urn, right? Because that's the only thing that has been put back together. It would have to be the urn. The sacred urn. Tessie was the one who found this. That's alright. You're right. Your wife. She always believed in you, Ron. That's why you'll be fine. You don't have to worry about anything. Ah, there you are. Misty Light. You did it, Ronnie. You're innocent. I'm so happy. Thank you. I appreciate that, but I suppose you don't want anything more to do with me, do you? Ronnie, how didn't you talk to me about what was going on? I had no idea you'd quit KB Security. I never imagined that you were really Master Mass either.
Mr. Light, what are you going to do now that you know? You're not going to really leave him, are you?
Come on now. Come on, it's obvious, isn't it? How could I ever leave a wonderful man like... How could I ever let a wonderful man like him get away? After all, my bike's really fast. So fast there's no way he could ever get away. But didn't you say you hated criminals? Oh, I only hate people who act all cowardly and sneaky. Like that detective. I see. My Ronnie went and declared his crimes before he committed them, like a man. I just love a man who's so chivalrous.
Chivalrous?
I knew I was right about you. Every day I spend with you is filled with thrills and excitement. Desi. That's alright. You really do love Ron, don't you? I ain't gonna lie, man. At first thoughts on Desi, bro, I thought she was one of them ones. She was really with Ron for his money, but she really a real one, man. Nicky boy. Yes? I'm really glad I asked you to defend my Ronnie. Thank you so much. I'll never forget what you've done for us. Oh, well, take care of yourself. You too, Nicky boy. Oh, I can feel my face going red.
Mr. Nick, Mystic Maya, congratulations.
Talk about bad timing.
Bro. Mystic Maya. No, you've got it all. I'll never forgive you. Never, ever. Bruh.
So just as the case came to a close, so did my clutches. Ron said a broken bow can never be put back together. And I know that's not true. I mean, just look. There's a perfect example of one that was put back together, even better than before. Pearl was really absent a lot in this. Episode 2, we done. We done, man. We done. Is that Maya in a maid uniform? Why is she in a maid uniform? A brand new episode has been added. Alright, y'all. That is the end of the video. So like, share, subscribe if you're new, turn post notifications on. And we did his first try, man. We really one of them ones, y'all. We one of them ones. We one of them ones.